Slippery little suckers. Today is rainy, a cloudy sort of day, overcast mostly with bursts of warmth. I am in the middle of Saint-Germain-des-Prés, crowded and touristy. I attempted Les Deux Magots and Café Fior, but it is crawling with people. It is noisy and crowded here too, but I have to get used to the sounds here. Everyone has a cigarette dangling in their mouths, puffing. No one wears masks. I hope the rain remains little and piddling or cease altogether. But even the rain in Paris is romantic. I want to deconstruct everything, write every feeling and impression down, as well as film everything, take lots of photos. I want to remember it all. I used the metro for the first time today. Well, first time this visit, like riding a bike, I guess. I've missed it, like I've missed everything else. The hustle and bustle, the tiled tunnels, the herald of an approaching train rolling down the tracks before I see it. The small triumphs of deciphering which direction I am going, which train to take. Me, the easily lost. So far today, I have not taken the wrong train. Although navigating the streets is another matter. I'm glad there is no one depending on me to lead them. And even if I had a partner with me, I can imagine their frustration at my terrible sense of direction, my unhurriedness, my wish to walk miles and miles, my delight in small, ordinary details. The colorful doors with giant brass knobs at their centers, the blue street signs, the wrought iron balconies, the roses blooming in unexpected hidden gardens glimpsed perchance. I would have to cater to that person's tolerance for such things, their impatience, their indifference. Boullion, Chartier, Montparnasse. This is a touristy place, but it is beautiful. My first restaurant meal in Paris, this visit in Art Nouveau to boot. The tiles lining the walls are gorgeous. Curlicues of green vines, leaves, and flowers. Large mirrors set against the walls, framed by polished dark wood. The ceiling seems to be made of tin or aluminum, with a spray of flowers painted on it. The entrance has this stunning arch of curling vine-like wood cutouts. I may have had my first Art Nouveau fix of the day. Everyone around me is French, so perhaps it is not that touristy. This is an old-fashioned brasserie catering to the lunch crowd. The service here is fast and efficient, almost American. My waiter looks so serious. I polished off half a dozen escargot before it was even noon. I hope I'm not going to be sick. But I was quite hungry and I hadn't eaten anything since 5 p.m. the day before.
anglais.
A Frenchman at the table next to me also ordered the escargot. I am gratified to see that he is not as nimble and patient as I, and just sucked the snail out in frustration, breaking the shell. Ha ha! Americans 1, French 0. I've avoided the French bread, the heaping stack of crispy golden French fries, so I'm now splurging on homemade chocolate mousse. Between bread and chocolate always wins. I'm rationing my carbs, but I think when I do fall off the keto wagon, it will be all the more delicious. The chocolate mousse is amazing. Oh, this mousse. I will have to walk this off. Miles and miles today. Too bad I'm in public, or else I would lick this ramekin clean. The restaurant is now full. I will have to always come first thing when restaurants open so that I always get a table. I visited 2 bookshops today, both in Saint-Germain-des-Prés. One of them, San Francisco Bookshop, a tiny little nook, floor-to-ceiling books, 3 deep, piles of books on the floor, all used. I combed through their fiction stacks and found 2 to take back with me. Love in Summer by William Trevor, and a collection of essays about Paris edited by Ruth Reichel. The Dust Jacket Missing. The men at the used bookstore were gruff, even though I bought books and the lone customer before me didn't. The French word for bookstore is libraire, akin to library in English. And a library is called a bibliothèque. I walked another 10 minutes to the Red Wheelbarrow. Lovely, orderly, all new books, and run by women. Did you see Anne Patchett? She asked as she rung me up. You mean she was here at a signing? I asked stupidly. No, just now. She came in to sign her books as she's in town for a book festival. I had to kick myself. Not that I would have recognized her. I don't know what she looks like, and I'm ashamed to say I've never read any of her books. But still, well, at least I have a little story to tell. I was in the same bookstore in Paris as Anne Patchett, and I was too clueless to know it. Afterwards, I went across the street to Jardin du Luxembourg and strolled its rather empty paths. Empty anyways for mid-May. The threat of rain kept many of the crowds away, so it was lovely, quiet and green. I'll return, of course. It's one of my favorite parks in Paris. So many lovely paths, benches and chairs, and a little lake where the children sail their toy boats. The famous Medici Fountain in Jardin du Luxembourg bears 3 statues. The enormous one of the jealous Cyclops, Polyphemus, spying on the lovers Acis and Galatea. Acis was a mortal shepherd, and Galatea was a nymph. Polyphemus was so jealous of their love, he crushed Acis with a rock. Grief-stricken, Galatea turned her lover's blood into a river. Finally, I made my way to the corner cafe now, books in my bag, having a coffee and writing in my little notebook. This cafe, Mabillon, is fruitful for people watching, but next time I will find a quieter spot. I do not want to watch an endless parade of tourists with an Apple store across the way. The afternoon is turning dry and sunny, and I think the evening will be lovely. Only my 3rd night here, but I have yet to stroll Parisian streets after dark. It is early evening now. The sun is setting. My dinner of decaf coffee is now done. I'm wondering whether I should walk home or take the metro. I made a promise not to buy any more books until I've read the 3 I've bought today. I shouldn't buy any more books at all. The luggage. It's only my 2nd day here, and I don't know how I'll be able to resist. You would think that being in a non-English speaking city will curtail my habits. But no, I have a list of other bookstores yet to visit. Keep your trinkets, your fashion, purses, souvenirs. I will be weighed down with innumerable books by the time my 6 weeks are up. Every day so far has been such a delicious treat. More than makes up for my abstaining from pain au chocolat, Nutella crepes, French baguettes, and innumerable, delectable, mouth-watering pastries displayed in every boulangerie, every patisserie. I sipped a café noir like a grown-up, a sophisticate, black, no sugar or cream. As I wrote in my little journal and read a little of my new book. I have books, new books. I can bear anything as long as there are books.